It's not surprising that our chihuahuas are making all the noise up there. Okay, so let's just see who we've got here. So where are my rabbits? Give me a wave. Okay, so move over that way if you're a rabbit. Come on, rabbit. And where are my hybrid rabbity kangaroos? Okay, I've got quite a lot of you. Yeah. Where's my kangaroos? Oh, we don't have many. Okay. Where's my hybrid kangaroo chihuahuas? Oh, we've got a lot of you, so some of you are probably chihuahuas in denial.
Can you vote for me?
And where are my chihuahuas? All right, she goes, I am. Here I am. Welcome, fellow chihuahuas. Did you see, I didn't realise I was a chihuahua, which I can't even say until... I think it's getting worse. It sounds like I'm drunk now, right? I didn't realise I was one until someone said it to me, right? And I remember at the time being completely shocked by it and saying, really, why would people find me scary? And she said, well, you know, you have an opinion about everything and you express it, right? And I said, yes, doesn't everybody? And she went, no. Right? So sometimes we think, no, I'm just being assertive, but other people would perceive us as being aggressive. Yeah? So it's something else to be aware of. So if I've got two rabbits in conflict with each other, what's going to happen?
Nothing.
Nothing. In fact, they won't even know. You see anything, right? If I've got two chihuahuas in conflict with each other, what's going to happen? Yeah, right. And it's going to be loud. There'll be blood, right? And normally they're fine with it, but anyone who's not, and the further away from them, trauma. So we're like, oh my goodness, do you see what happened over there? Right? Very traumatic. So I've got four brothers, Rosano, Luciano, Romano, and Giuliano. True story, right? You can't make up those names. And they're all 6'4". I've got a sister, Donna. She doesn't get mentioned because her name's too boring. But we're all chihuahuas, right? And we married rabbits. Yeah, I know, not so nice for the rabbits. When you think about it, I still remember the first rabbit that came into our family. I thought she was just being polite and very proper. But now I reflect and think, no, I think she was scared. I think she was just so frightened that nothing came out of her mouth, right? And as we married more rabbits, you see, rabbits need other rabbits, right, to kind of give you a bit of numbers, right? Safety in numbers. And so now, when our family gets together, big, loud, Italian, all the rabbits sit together laughing at the chihuahuas. Yeah? But one rabbit by itself, it's pretty scary, yeah? Okay, so, and what happens to my kangaroos when they're in conflict with each other? What do? They talk and talk. Everyone has to have a say, right? So what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? That's my head. I don't care what anybody thinks. Okay, so they talk a lot. They sort out. It's usually done behind closed doors, so nobody even knows that it's happened, and they sort out and then move on. Yep. So what do we do with what we've got? Yep. Because it's taken me a very long time in my life to kind of make peace with the fact that I'm a chihuahua. I can't even spell it, and I'm one, right? So what do we do with what we've got? Yeah? So there's a couple of things that I want to offer to you. So for my rabbits, yeah, the only time that you are actually going to be in overt conflict with someone is when they come after you, right? Because you're not going after them. Is that a fair comment? Yeah. And so it can be really useful, a bit like what we talked about earlier with Mary and having a support person. It can be really useful to have someone to buddy with you when you're going through the process. Yeah? So I tend to suggest find a kangaroo that you trust, okay, and allow them to journey with you as you go and sort through it. Okay, that can be really useful. To my chihuahuas and my hybrid ones in denial, you also need a kangaroo, but actually for a different reason. You need a kangaroo just to pull you in, you're nodding at you, just to pull you in a little bit, right? Because you don't mean to be scary. You're not there to try and intimidate people, but that can happen sometimes. And so you need someone that you trust, a kangaroo also, but also one that you respect, right? Because we're chihuahuas, we think we're better. And so we need to actually respect the person that's going to pull us in. Because I'll be like, who are you to tell me what I should do or be like, right? So I really need someone that can do that for me. So I've got two kangaroos in my life. Luca, my 13-year-old, he's an amazing kangaroo. right? And he can pull me in line like nobody can. So in my personal life, he's my kangaroo, and in my professional life, I've got an older, very wise, I call him my wise sage. And when I'm in conflict, doesn't happen very often, but when I am, he's my go-to person, right? Because I know that there's a better version in me, one that doesn't just want to win the fight, but actually is reserved to save the relationship. Because I've won a lot of battles in my life, and I think I've destroyed some relationships in the process. Yeah. So that's why. So that's one thing that we can do. Think about who can support us. The second thing is use your complaint management policy document, also on Telescope. Right? But when we're in conflict, we become emotional. It's hard not to be. And so our ability to kind of logically map out what to do kind of goes down a little bit. So your policy document has a framework, and the booklet that we've given you, those steps that you came up with for Mary earlier on, they're also in here. So it outlines 11 possible options for things that you can do to manage workplace issues. So use your grievance framework to help you work out what's the best thing to do and to step you through it. Yeah, so that's a couple of things. What we're going to do now, and the video camera will go off when this happens, is you're going to end up in one of three groups. So you're going to decide you want to be more rabbit, more kangaroo, or more chihuahua. And in your group, the actor that's with you is going to facilitate a conversation around what it means. So what works for you with that conflict resolution style that you have, what maybe doesn't work so well, and what's something that you could do with the conflict resolution style that you have to help improve the resolution of conflict. Because my sense is that conflict in itself is not bad. It's uncomfortable. I don't even like it, and I know I'm the chihuahua, right? It's uncomfortable, but it's not bad. It's just when conflict is left unresolved, yeah, that's the issue. I had a HR manager come to me a while ago, and she was telling me about one of her staff who presented her with a 120-page typed complaint over a 20-year period. That's a lot of unresolved, isn't it? That's a lot of unresolved conflict. And that, I think, oh my, how are you even standing with the weight of that much unresolved conflict in your life? Yeah? So it's about what we do with it, not that in itself it's bad. Conflict just acknowledges that we're human beings that are different, right? My standard's rubbing up against your standard because we happen to have different standards. Yep. So how do we better understand that? So you're going to break up into your groups. So I want my rabbits to head towards Craig. My kangaroos are going to come down the middle and go and turn that off and go with Barbara. And my chihuahuas are going to hang out with you with Megan. So.